It is always a glorious time in Honkai Star Rail because with a new patch, we are presented a brand new limited 5-star character that I'm sure many of you become bogged down with whether you should pull for the character or not. So this patch's character is Lingsha. In today's video, I'll be going over how her kit works along with the best relic sets to give her as well as best Lightcone options and good alternatives. So let's jump in. Lingsha's basic attack isn't really anything as it merely does some damage, but from here on out she provides additional benefits besides just her damage. Jumping to her skill, well, before the skill, let's talk about her talent, Mist Dance Manifest. Once you use the skill, Lingsha will then summon her Pink Fox Fuyuan for 3 turns. When you take action, Fuyuan will then launch a follow-up attack dealing damage to all enemies. Then, Fuyuan will deal additional damage to a single target, and this damage will prioritize targets that have toughness greater than 0 and fire weakness, while also dispelling 1 debuff on all allies and restoring HP equal to 12% of Lingsha's attack plus 360. You can increase Fuyuan's action counts up to 5, and while Fuyuan is on the field and Lingsha uses her skill, you increase Fuyuan's action count by 3. Now, let's circle back to the skill, Smoke and Splendor. Once activated, Lingsha will deal fire damage to all enemies and heal all allies' HP equal to 14% of her attack plus 420, and you will advance Fuyuan's action forward by 20%. So far, you can see that Lingsha is healing for a lot, but because of Fuyuan's follow-up attack, able to pair up with other follow-up characters, you can actually have her on multiple different team options. But now for the ultimate, Dripping Mist Escape. You will inflict Befog on all enemies, which causes targets with Befog to receive 25% increased break damage for 2 turns. You can see here that she's very splashable on some of the best teams in the game. But anyways, not being sidetracked, while also healing HP for all allies equal to 12% of Lingsha's attack plus 360, and advances Fuyuan's action forward by 100%. For her traces, Lingsha really has 2 great ones and 1 mid-trace in my opinion. But the one I want to highlight is her Ember's Echo, which Fuyuan is active and an ally takes damage or consumes HP, and if the character has HP lower than 60%, Fuyuan will launch the talent's follow-up attack and can only be triggered every 2 turns, meaning this trace can only be triggered every 2 turns. The talent can still be triggered. Honestly, for myself, if I hadn't gone crazy for Fei Xiao as I did, I would be pulling for Lingsha also. The fact that she does so much healing with so many parts of her kit is insane, and when you think about it, her kit to some of the early Abundance characters, the difference is quite staggering. Jumping to Lightcones, I feel like this is the most obvious choice as with all other 5-star characters, but Lingsha's signature is by far the best as it increases break effect while also inflicts enemy targets from the ultimate with the woe-free debuff, which causes them to take increased damage. But if your break effect is 150% or higher, then the increased damage gets boosted even further. 2 other great limited 5-star options that I think is going to be the Echoes of the Coffin, as it plays in perfectly with increasing Lingsha's attack and provides a speed boost, or time waits for no one. The increase towards HP is kinda meh, as Lingsha doesn't directly benefit besides survivability, but with more outgoing healing with an Abundance character is a no-brainer, and having an end to turn attack towards any character is a huge plus given how much Lingsha heals. And as you can see on the screen now, I do have some 5-star options that I do believe are beneficial for Lingsha and that can help. For relic options, I think you will have multiple ways to run these sets. Personally, I would be running the 2-piece of both passenger and messenger sets, as you get both benefits from them. You get an increase in outgoing healing, along with a speed boost for Lingsha, which I think are going to be the two key aspects for her kit. You also have the option of running the break effect sets at 2 pieces, as with 2 pieces they will increase the break effect by 16%, and mix and match to find the best pairing for your playstyle based on all these different options. Finally, the ornament sets, I think that it's going to work, and quite frankly only 2 that I think are viable for her is going to be the Fleet of the Ageless and Sprightly, as they just benefit Lingsha I think the most compared to all the other ornament sets.